for life.
Good morning. It is, what is it? Thursday, February 5th, 2026. The Anti-Hero broadcast is the news entertainment for veterans, first responders, and all blue-collar Americans. The show is brought to you by Human Performance. Go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO. Save 20%. Is it 20? It's 20.
Yep, 20.
20%. Man, that's a lot. 20% off your testosterone, GLP-2s, peptides, Anavar, Deca, anything you need for your men's fitness journey, they have it. 20% off every single month, not just your initial purchase. So go to hp-trt.com, use promo code HERO, save 20%. And GhostBed. Go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero, save 10% on anything you need replaced in the bedroom. Sheets, cooling, patented technology sheets, also mattress toppers, pillowcases, in-house customer service, 60,000 plus 5-star rating and reviews. Perfect little small business for that perfect little touch outside of the bedroom, not in the bedroom. So go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero, save 10%. And Elevated Silence. If you need a can for your weapon, go to elevatedsilence.com, use promo code anti-hero15, save 15%. Everything from 22s to 50 cals. Utilize your Second Amendment right. Get a suppressor. It's not that hard, even though we all think it is. Jim will walk you through it. Elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code anti-hero15, save 15%.
Don't forget our Patreon. Patreon Tuesdays is exclusive for our Patreon. Join the Anti-Hero broadcast Patreon where we're interacting. Tyler puts up funny videos. We're putting workout videos. It's growing. Membership is growing.
Yeah.
It's doing very well. You get exclusive content on Tuesdays. Custom merch is headed this way. We're still kicking that around. So don't forget to join the Patreon and go to the antiherobroadcast.com store. Get your distractionary blows and your other shirts that we just dropped.
Does do you guys have that wiring sound?
Yeah.
I hear it too.
Lewis is fired. Sounds like an alien is trying to take over.
I just want to make, as long as it's not on the actual
That
broadcast.
is my tinnitus. That's better.
Yeah, there we go. Did you actually get the workout video that we did 2 weeks ago on there yet?
Yeah, it went up to debt.
Yeah, went up that day.
It did?
Yeah. It was the only, but I wasn't in it because nobody else helped.
I wasn't in it either.
You were in it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
was
were
just
benching.
me.
It was you and Jimmy benching. And
I don't think I should be benching.
yeah, you were
Maybe
both
I'm
in it.
wrong.
You were both in it.
I'll go look at it. Yeah, so we'll get right into it. We got a couple things today. We got some guests coming on remote, but the biggest thing we got to talk about is Mayor Mamdani
Yeah.
and his love for destroying New York City and defying law and order. So obviously he was on the thumbnail. NYPD shows up to a mentally ill person house call. We'll watch the video. Guy produces a knife. They did everything they could that me and Mike always talk about. They did more. They actually said drop the knife, probably more than I think they should have, but they tried backing
There's
out.
some other things I don't like, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So we'll see how quick Lewis can get that video up.
Video 2, Lewis. Video 2, Lewis. The one with the number 2 under it that you labeled yourself. There you go. The only one that says number 2. Sound, Lewis. Good. We're good. All right.
Ever since I've been watching videos, I don't stand by the door no more, bro.
I love it.
That's a whole breakdown right there. Go ahead.
What did he say?
How you doing?
Oh, you called? You
Call?
called?
Yes.
Yeah.
You coming?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yes.
Baba, no!
Hey! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife Move!
Close the door.
Put the knife down! Put the knife down!
Holding the
Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Pretty cut and dry, I'd say.
Yeah, that's pretty cut and dry.
But we'll break it down. The first thing that we both noticed is that he goes, "Yo, bro, I've been watching videos. You don't stand next to the door." For one, I guess Mike's gonna shit on it a little bit, but I just think that that's guys that don't get training, realizing it on their own. It's sad.
At least he realized it
Yeah.
on the fly. But yes, if you're watching and you're a police officer, please don't stand in front of windows, outside
Doors.
calls. Just I don't. And at least he saw it in a video. Maybe it was a training video. Maybe it was a YouTube video. Maybe it was a Instagram
Maybe it was a
video.
Copville video.
Yeah, maybe. But the
You ever
bottom,
seen that guy named Copville?
the bottom line is, don't stand in front of windows on calls. That's where I would go. That's where the start of it is. But at least he realized it, and he hit it, and he moved. So
Yeah, when you don't get training provided to you, like we always talk about, NYPD has got so many people they don't train, and so that guy just recognizing like, hey man, I heard this thing that we shouldn't stand in front of doors. Like, it's sad.
Well, I mean, it's better than nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. I mean, at least I can say one thing about that guy. He takes his job serious. He's like, oh man, I saw a video on this. Let's not stand in front of the doors, bro.
So let's watch it one more time.
Lewis is out of
Ever since I've been watching videos, I don't stand by the door no more, bro. How you doing?
Pause it for a second. Pause it.
Bald?
It didn't do him much, but he was still standing in front of the door.
Just down a
But
little
if
bit.
that person opens the door and presents a weapon,
I think he meant
anyway,
directly. in front.
yeah, but the door opens in, so you really can't get hurt by that. But okay, it's A for effort.
So
Go
he
ahead.
goes right here. He says, "Did you call?" And she says, "Yes." All right.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Mentally ill person breaking things
Come in?
Yes.
happens all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yes.
My
No, you're
son's
fine,
out
you're
of
fine.
control.
Yeah.
Baba, no!
Hey, put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife, move! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Do you want to be the good cop or the guy that supports her, or the guy that goes against
I'll be
it?
the supportive.
Okay.
But all right, so so much to break down. So first off, obviously, I was just telling Jimmy, routine call. My son's out of control. Who do you call? Ever since you were a child, you're in danger. Who do you go to?
You call the cops.
Right? I don't think a lot of people understand what that consists of when you call armed law enforcement to your house. So it's tragic, of course. He lived, by the way. The guy lived.
Well, that's good.
But you know, it's who are the bad guys in the situation?
I mean, my opinion.
No, not your opinion. Sorry, the public.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's the cops who shot. You know,
Yeah,
who went
it's,
to.
mom's gonna be mad at the cops. So what actually happened was she called for emergency services, aka an ambulance, right? And they said we're sending the cops too. So she called. She didn't necessarily call law enforcement, but there's no way EMS is going to show up to somebody in a mentally ill state without the cops. We actually go in first. They stage and make sure it's okay.
Second responders.
Yeah. Man, you're really going bad cop, huh? So and then I will, so that's, they said, did you call? She said, yeah. I'll make that clear. She didn't call for the cops. She called 911 and they sent the cops automatically. They walk in. That's a really shitty area to be in.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
I've done it a million times, but looking back, you know, should you go start asking some questions on the front porch? Where is he at? What's he doing? Can you ask him to come out here? Rather than, but I've done it a million times. It's a routine call. They're probably trying to figure out which gyro place they're going to go eat at.
Yeah,
good choice of food.
Yeah, and they're just like going to knock out this call real quick. And
I mean, that's the you guys say this all the time, and that's the thing that gets highlighted to me is like these guys are like, yeah, no, we're cool, and then 5 seconds later they are like, they're killing a dude.
Yeah, that call is what you think. We're going to go in there, talk to this kid, tell him to calm down.
Yeah.
We'll be out of here in 5 minutes.
And it's not criminal.
Nothing we can do.
You can break the shit in your house. The only thing you cannot do, Jimmy, is arson. You can't burn your house down. You can't burn anything, but you could show up and you can destroy. Same with a spouse or a child. You can destroy the whole house. It's not criminal.
Yeah.
So do you want to keep going? Or?
No, you're good.
Where I start to have the problem, and I think they did a good job. Overall, for law enforcement, for the community, you look at that video and you're like, okay, that's what they had to do. Heather brought it up. One of the first problem, and Dom and I watched this video together, and Dom was like, should have killed him way sooner. Everybody thinks Don ships on cops. He closed that door
and
left the
mom.
woman in
Yeah.
there with the armed
that's-
subject.
You don't-
That's bad.
yeah.
That's not good, because now you could have a hostage situation.
Yep.
So unfortunately, the textbook, and I've talked about this before, the textbook response to that, unfortunately, is to drive and kill him or
Yeah.
shoot him like right away.
Why not shoot him in the leg, Mike?
Well, I mean, there
Now,
is a question there, and I couldn't really see it because of the angle that I'm at. But, I mean, obviously he's brought a knife into the equation, so he's escalated to lethal force
Immediately.
and so that's why they went to guns. They
Mhm.
didn't go to, I mean, I don't see anybody packing OC spray or batons anymore.
You don't go to that anyway. In
Yeah.
that scenario, you don't
Yeah.
bring that to
Oh,
a gun,
yeah.
knife fight.
And what I mean, not saying that you were saying that, but that's actually a good point. A lot of people don't understand. Well, why didn't they try to tase it first?
Yeah, because he already went to lethal force.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yep.
I mean, like I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, like that
Or-
that's an easy one. Like if you introduce something into the equation where, yeah, absolutely, this is live flame eyesight, this could kill somebody.
So the backing up thing,
Uh-huh.
we preach it a lot, but we preach that during the boiling pot of water thing. But
Yeah.
like you said, there's no hostage there. There's no third party. If anybody's suicidal, they're homicidal. You have to just
Yeah.
you have to take that in consideration. So, forced to shoot. I if I had to pick something other than the closing the door thing, it's the amount of times that cop did not want to kill that dude. And
That was it. And then the shot is not, it was a terrible situation. You have mom standing there. That shot is
Yeah.
not one you want to take. That's not it. That's iron sight. I'd rather take my chances with a lot of things than have an iron sight NYPD cop take that shot with no training.
I'd rather-
And
yeah,
he shoots twice a year. He shoots twice a year at the range.
Well,
So I would
as
not want to be
evidenced
on
by
end
the
of that.
fact that the suspect lived.
Yeah, and there was a video not too long ago
Yeah.
that just came out. The one we watched in the hospital. Dropped the knife
Oh,
10,000
yeah.
times. That was NYPD with a bad grip on the gun.
Yeah.
The guy
The
said
thumb
this
is, the
fucking-
thumb is covering the back. The back of the side.
You're gonna break your thumb, bro.
So I look at that, and I'm not. I think it was great work. They did it. Outcome was good there, but you have to. You can't always base your outcome as a success. You could do 1,000 things wrong, and the outcome is lucky, and it ends up. So you'd never want to lock somebody in the room with a guy with a knife.
I got a question though, guys. Like, this seems like a pretty cut and dry case. Why is it? It seems like it might be controversial. Is it controversial?
It wasn't where the
The-
controversy
no,
comes in is
this.
Mamdami gets
Yes.
on the TV and says no one should have to live through this. I went and visited the family.
Well, I have what he said
okay.
because we use Northern Provisions all the time. I think you
Okay.
shared it.
Yep.
New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani, whatever the fuck his name is, has been receiving criticism over his remarks on the shooting of Jabez Chakraborty, a 22-year-old in Queens who was experiencing a mental health episode in quotation marks. Mamdani stated that he had spoke with the family and also visited Jabez in the hospital,
Nice.
saying no family should have to endure this kind of pain. The issue is this is highly politicized because of who he is, because that statement alone is 100%. No family should have their fucking son gunned down by the police because it's an awful scenario.
It is.
It's awful.
But
But
as his job as the mayor, what about the mental health?
first
that
off,
the
this
cops
should not
deal
even be on the fucking mayor's radar.
No,
Yeah.
A cop's not a mayor
That happens all
wouldn't
the
even know about
Nope,
this.
nope.
It should be, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, I might be biased, but if a cop is shot, that's when the mayor goes in there because those are the guys protecting law and order in his city, and he wants to go and let them know that he supports them. Or maybe a child that's a victim of a drive-by shooting, right? That would
Well,
make sense.
any crime shooting, I'm okay with. A crime shooting.
Yeah.
Any child, that's fine. But when your cops are involved in an incident, you can feel bad. I feel bad for the kid. I feel bad for his mom. If his mom watched a kid get shot, that's not what she signed up for that day.
No.
The kid's having a mental health crisis. It's unfortunate. It's all unfortunate. I'm not shitting on it, but you as the mayor have to support your law enforcement first. So to not even mention, maybe if he's going to say that, it should have started with, hey, I went and checked on the officers involved and
Yeah, they're
he's
good.
doing okay. They're out on admin leave. We're going to get him any mental health. Everybody thinks we're psychopath freaking killers. Nobody wants. I don't want.
That
I
cop
never
did
wanted to kill anybody.
not want to
I didn't want to kill anybody, dude. You can call me anything you want.
Yeah.
I'm about to throw guys on the ground. I'm in an IAs. I didn't want to kill anybody. I never did. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
So you have to start with your in-house and clean up your guys first. Make sure they know you're supported. They're supported. Hey man, great job. Shitty situation. Do you need
Nothing else you
anything?
could have done.
Correct. And then go. Then I went ahead and checked on. I don't have a problem with them checking, but that shouldn't be the entire.
Politicized.
Yes, that shouldn't be the entire thing.
Jabez's mother made the 911 call during Jabez's mental health episode. It's in quotation marks. That's why I'm doing that. Saying he was throwing glass and that he needed to be removed against his will. While she had specifically called for EMS, she was told that police would also be arriving.
You
So
have
that's
to. You have to.
you can't. What that is called in Florida is a Baker Act, right?
Yep.
And that's you. I've said this before. The only people that can commit you against your will, at least in the state of Florida, are a doctor, a judge, or a law enforcement officer. That's it. Those are the only 3 people that can do it.
Yeah.
So EMS can do it.
Yep.
When the officer arrived, Jabez begins walking toward him with a knife. The officer begins backing up and telling Jabez to drop the knife. The officer then closes the door, but Jabez pushes through it just before getting shot 4 times.
It even sounds bad the way they wrote it. It just sounds bad the way they wrote it.
Pushes through it. Jabez is still alive and in the hospital. His family has since spoke out against the police and the shooting, saying we didn't call the police and that the police officers present escalated the situation. Mamdami,
Here it comes. Ready?
Mamdani. Oh, you want me to keep going?
No, good.
Mamdani hinted that while police should respond to that violent mental health episode, he hinted that this may be an episode they shouldn't have responded to.
Okay.
An eyewitness news reported that they asked Mayor Mamdani, they're calling for involuntary removal. They're saying that he's breaking glass. I mean, you would agree, right? That a police officer should be responding to that. Mayor Mamdani replied with the following. I think that the question is the heart of our pursuit of the Department of Community Safety are looking to answer exactly what mental health crisis response should look like. And I think we are seeing it. What we're seeing is what does look like today.
And together I have formed words, and those words are going to return.
And we know that for far too long, we haven't asked these kinds of questions in the system. Those are the ones we're looking into right now. So the answer is I don't have an answer for you because
I have an answer. Send Mamdani to one of those calls.
yeah,
Send him. This is like California with the mental health teams that go out unarmed and all that. You send an unarmed person or EMS into that call and he starts running after a knife. What are you doing? What are you going to do? They can't do anything. They're unarmed, untrained. It has to be a law enforcement response. Unless it was my son sitting in the front yard, unarmed, making snow angels, and I think he needs some help. Maybe. But even then, it can become that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, mental health crisis, and they try to make it sound all.
Lewis, check that email again.
They try to make it sound very, minor with the way they worded. He's having a mental health crisis.
It's unfortunate.
That means they're fucking unpredictable. That's less predictable than, hey, 2 guys got in a fist fight outside of a bar. Okay, great. They hate each other. You get there, you tell them to stop, they go fucking home.
And real cops, man, how many times have we been there, man? I don't like putting my hands on mentally ill people.
No,
I hate
it's
it
the worst.
because they fight. It's
And
not
they're strong
their
as
fault.
shit.
It's not their fault. They're mentally ill. Their parents don't know what to do because they have an adult child living there that pushes them, hurts them, break things. And it's like, at the end of the day, if you put mental health counselors in there, they're going to get hurt too. Unfortunately, it's law enforcement.
We were smaller and we had these, I'm sure you had them, but like facilities and businesses all over the county. And they would call us and say, hey, we have like a 16-year-old juvenile in the room. He has no idea he's going to be Baker acted. He's going to be violent when you get there, like ahead of time. That's worse than going to a bank robbery to me. I'd rather go to a bank robbery. I'd rather go to a fucking shooting call. So now you, your partner, 3 of you, you get ready, you walk in the room, open the door, and here's this kid ready to go. And I never forget this one incident that sticks out in my head was we're fighting him, and he's 16-year-old stud, dude. 3 of us are just getting at it with him in this doctor's office, and somebody pulls a taser. Now the parents are going, no, don't tase my baby, don't tase. And it's like, that is the worst call. I'd rather be in a fight. I'd rather have a traffic stop run. I'd rather be in a standoff with someone. That is the worst call because you're trying to be reserved. You're trying not to. You're trying not to hurt anybody. You don't. And then you're going hands-on. It's their problem. Ultimately, it's a Baker Act. They called you there, and now you got the parents fighting with you to not touch their kid, but you have to get them in custody.
There was an 18-year-old scrawny girl, man. Dude had to have been like 90 pounds. Put up the biggest fight in the world with me and my buddy Mac, just trying to rest. It was a judge's orders. She has to go in.
And you guys were trying hard not to hurt her.
We came and talked to the parents first, just like Mike said. She's in the garage. She doesn't know. We looked at the paperwork. I'm making sure it's through and through. If something's wrong, hey, I'm not putting my hands on somebody, right? Everything's good. We go in there. We try to talk. I mean, how long do you spend on these calls? 40 minutes trying to talk to them. At the end of the day, People are just not going to go, and you go, okay, I need you to stand up, and you do the whole guiding, gentle guiding. They go like this, and then you go, let's stand up, and then the fight's on. You have her entire family surrounding you in a circle, not against us, but like, please don't hurt her, please don't hurt her. And it's like, we're trying, dude, but this isn't supposed to be a spectacle. This is what making sausage looks like. It's fucking nasty. You got 2 cops trying to pin down a 19-year-old girl so they can put handcuffs on her to get her help. It's awful.
Without hurting her, because the easy
Without
way
hurting.
is just to slam her on the ground and take her to jail. Take her to the
You're
hospital.
trying to gently do it.
Yeah.
It's just the cop, and you know what? Law enforcement would love to not have that responsibility more.
Oh yeah.
If you told cops, hey, you don't have to show up to suicide.
We just want you to go get the gun chips.
We know exactly what's going to happen. We're gonna get called anyway. The liberal nurses.
There's no way around it. That or the EMS is not going. Doctors aren't going. They're going to be like, hey, you got it. And then the flip side of this is when you do bring somebody into the hospital, the fucking hospital gives you shit about it. Oh, we don't have any beds, or we're busy, we're full. It's like, the fuck do you want me to do with them? Like, what do you want me to do with them? Like, I fought him, he kicked me in the fucking face 3 times. I got him here, and they're like, whatever. It's a nightmare, and it's always the cop's fault.
So maybe what we do is just like, hey, no more people showing up to mental health crises. And if they're armed, then yeah, we will show up, but it'll be to kill them.
They're not. He's never going to stop. There's so many variables.
I like it.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue here though is that, you know, we look at Mamdani and we go like, oh, he's an idiot. You know, he should go on these calls. He's not an idiot. He's getting exactly what he wants. This is exactly what he wants.
He'll be reelected.
That's
a re-election speech.
He wants to be reelected.
Yep.
He wants to be in power. He wants as much chaos as fucking possible. He wants to go ahead and tar and feather the guys wearing the badge because that makes him look good.
That's what I've always said is that a agency, the men and women of an agency can't sway an election. Proof. Most of my agency didn't support the sheriff last election. The union might not have supported this guy. He knows it doesn't matter if I have the cops on my side. You're not going to sway an election with just cops. So they don't have to listen. They do whatever they want. So it's just make the public happy. I'll get reelected. I use my buzzwords, mental health crisis. Nobody should have to deal with. You're right. Nobody. The mom should never have to worry about seeing her son get shot. In a perfect world, it would never happen.
It's awful.
It's awful. And I feel terrible for all. And for them to speak right out about the cops, it's like, again, remove that and put paramedics in there. Dude opens the door and there comes a guy with a knife. What does the fuck paramedic do? Hit him with plastic gloves, hit him with gloves, throw some fucking throw some oxygen at him. Like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
No, they're gonna
go outside and call the fucking police. And now you got to even more escalate.
And here's the thing: that guy locks onto you, right? Out of him, he's mentally ill. He locks onto you. Who's to say he's not like Michael Myers? He ain't gonna stop until he stabs you. He's gonna follow you outside.
Yeah.
EMS could have just been running down the fucking
road.
road.
You could run back to your car, and if you accidentally hit him with your car, it's okay because then you're just trying to flee and get away.
No, but you would be able to legally hit him with your car.
Yeah, well, I was going back to the whole like the girl that got shot by the cops because she was getting in her car trying to drive away in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
So
imagine, flip this out. Everybody rewind, pretend we didn't see that video. Imagine cops walk up to the door. They see the guy with the knife to make a health call, and they're like, nope. And we go outside. And then mom gets stabbed to death. Yeah. You guys should have gone in and killed that guy. He's a killer.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Remember that video of the cop that shot that girl that was about to stab another girl on the car? It was outside.
Yeah.
And everybody was mad at the cop.
Yes.
And the logic just leaves the room. Like, is he supposed to let her stab her? Like, it was a fist fight brawl that happens sometimes with certain demographics on the street. And he showed up, and all of a sudden she displays a fucking knife.
Starts charging the girl.
It goes to fucking kill her. And the cop shoots her, and everybody's mad at the cop. And he's like, what am I supposed to do?
I mean, at this point, I mean, I think that, you know, if you are going to use lethal force, I mean, remember, like maybe we should be looking at the cops in England. I mean, like they're not armed. They don't have that power.
Way worse.
To kill.
It's way worse over there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should just take all the guns from the cops, and or you can have your guns, but you have to wait till somebody actually dies. Maybe that's what we should do.
They'll just blame the cops.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm being facetious
cops
here.
You can't win. It's a job you can't win. It's unfortunate, but you can't win. You do too much. What they deem is too much, which is this. People think this is too much, and you shut the door and leave, and they're going to go, well, "What do you mean you didn't do anything? You didn't do anything. Mom got stabbed." Well, what do you want me to do? Which one's right?
It didn't used to be that way. I mean, we used to have TV shows called Cops where we watched law enforcement guys beat the snot out of criminals and had high speed chases. And we were like, yeah, this is awesome. Prime time.
Prime time TV, baby.
Pass me the popcorn. I want to watch the cops fucking whoop the shit out of this
me and Dominic talked about that last night, where right before cancel culture happened in
popcorn.
2020, even Live PD was hot. Everybody was loving Cops still. Then they canceled Paw Patrol.
It was George Floyd that did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Paw Patrol. They got the Paw Patrol.
And then it slowly came back around, and now you have On Patrol Live again, back to showing cop stuff.
But I don't think they had the backing of the production network that Live PD did. Live PD was going to be the new Cops.
Mm-hmm.
That was A&E. They're back. Live PD's still there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's back.
Oh, it was so sickening.
But they folded.
Yeah,
and
it's offensive.
Yeah.
It's offensive. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. It's good entertainment.
Dude, I mean,
it shows more.
There's a reason why we have St. Jerry Worms. Okay, there's a reason.
St. Jerry.
St. Jerry's flying in on Sunday.
Oh, I thought you said he was here.
No, Sunday's flying in.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I got a message from Brady P. He and I were gonna do some talking about some intel stuff, and he said, "Hey, bros, we caught a nasty suicide case this morning. Kid killed herself, and I'm still working it." So Brady's on the job right now.
Does Brady know that you read that out loud?
Yeah, he knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now he does.
Now he does. Jimmy's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm trying to shout out my boy who's dealing.
I know. I
Command staff might not like that shout out.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. Man, you're making me feel bad.
I don't know. Brady might be cool with that. I just didn't know if you asked.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was just kind of going through it. I'm like, man, dude, like, what a fucking. My point was to highlight, like, dude, like, this is a guy's in
This
the
is
chat.
average.
This is an average day, dude.
Yep. And
Average day. Brady's out there
Yeah.
doing good, doing God's work, and like, this is what he's got to fucking deal with. And
it sucks, and it's
bro.
a routine call, bro. It's a routine call. But yeah, we'll just wrap up this Mamdami thing. Do you guys? When's the next election? What?
He
3
just
years from
won.
now?
He just got in, man.
So-
I mean, he's been in for all of them.
He'll stay. He'll stay.
Does he have? I'm looking at the chat to see if somebody. Does he have? Do people like him?
The people do, yeah.
For what? What does he bring to the people?
Exactly
What
what
is
they're
it?
getting.
I can't see it. What is it?
Nothing we need to worry about right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously he won overwhelmingly. So he has that Islam support. He has support from
I
the.
just don't know what he brings to the city. I know he talked about free transit.
Then they upped it.
Then they
The price
upped
went
it
up. The price went up.
from the original
Yeah,
price.
yeah.
Can you imagine that, Jimmy? That's like you saying, "Hey, let me inside, and I'll bring you food." And I go, "Oh, okay, Jimmy's bringing food," and you walk in and go, "Actually, I'm taking your food,
Yeah.
and I'm staying here." Like, oh, that's not the deal, Jimmy.
Yeah, he was gonna do all that stuff. And
Pray I don't alter it any further.
Okay, Darth Vader. Jesus Christ.
free bus rides turned into increased fare.
That's insane. And
Dude,
they all
I mean,
fell for it.
I mean, anybody who knows anything about basic fucking economics could have said that wasn't gonna fucking work.
No, because you have to pay the people. I mean, all that money, all that stuff, all the gas.
Like
what are you just gonna give it to them for free?
The fucking the train's just gonna run.
Yeah.
The buses are just gonna run. What are
Doesn't
they
make
fucking
sense.
running on hopes and goddamn dreams?
I mean, at the easiest explanation for Mamdani's proposal is that taxes have to go up. Like that stuff, just like you said, it doesn't run for free, but
Yeah.
people are so stupid
and
now.
they're already not making money because all the people that jump the fucking fares anyway.
Yeah,
Half of New York just goes one.
that's a common thing, right?
AOC fucking advocated for it. Yeah, she's like, go ahead, just jump it. Like you have money for. Yeah, they've tried to increase like the security, but people just jump the turnstiles and open the exit door, and everybody pours in. So they estimate they lose like hundreds of millions of dollars anyway by people not even paying.
That's the hard part, man. Because what do? I'm like, I want to be right. I don't want to do wrong, but if I'm paying, I'm gonna have to pay more per year as the prices increase because other people just jump it. And it's like, should I just jump it too?
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. It comes-
there was a time that New York was a shining beacon of a city, and soon it will be a fucking 80s action movie.
Escape from New York. All right. So the next segment is somebody that we're bringing on named Ryan Miller. Now you might recognize Ryan from some
Hold on,
of
Louis. Don't do anything.
you might recognize Ryan from the comment section. Ryan has critiqued us put it politely, has critiqued us. He's what would you say? He's gone at it in his own way.
Yeah.
I respect the game. That's what I do. I respect the game. And all I know about him is that he's a United States Marine Corps vet. He got out of the Marines in 2002, and his mission is to help veterans. So hey man, if mission's the mission. We do it our way. Somebody else does it our way. But what we're gonna do first is bring up some of I put those pictures. Yep, all those ones up there in the comments, just so you guys know. This is Ryan in our comments, and that's Ryan right there. Right, that's his picture. So Lewis, go to the converse. No, okay, that's also him. Lewis, you're going too fast. I'm watching you starting to freak out. There you go. Can you read that? I can't read it.
It says, you put Border Patrol in that situation. They didn't ask for it. He responded, I didn't get to terrorize foreigners in Iraq nor Afghanistan, so I'm thirsty to terrorize Americans on the home front.
All right, go to the next
Quote.
one, Lewis.
Lewis is scattered in today, isn't he?
Yeah, man. You
That mouth
scatterbrained
is
today?
moving. And I hear a broadcast letting Jimmy cook. This bozo is why we have war crimes.
I know.
All right. Go ahead. Next one, Lewis.
I don't even remember what I said.
Oh, I don't either.
Lewis is maximum capacity.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds, Lewis, to just reset,
just
reboot.
bang your fucking head on the table as hard as you can, and then just get it back together.
ICE agents call for backup and are denied by Chicago. I remember posting that.
Fuck ICE. Something tells me you love Zach Brown, and then that's it.
All right, and then I think there's 2 more. I just did a quick look at what I could find.
What did I say? I'm fucking curious.
This is the Derek Chauvin. He says Chauvin his wife fucked the police. A cab pig emoji.
All cops are bad.
No, it's all cops are bastards.
Bad. Well, either one. It's bad or bastards. I was always bad. Special Forces refers to Green Berets. He writes,
That's
when
old
exactly was the last time the Green Berets liberated the oppressed?
Okay, so to be fair, that's a really, really old one.
Okay.
I
It
went
says 34 weeks.
Yeah.
Who's going to tell these guys they're not alpha? I was told that a lot.
I said there was a lot of
All right,
replies to that
you're
when
good.
I replied.
You can remove all the pictures, Lewis.
I replied, I'm so alpha, I ate all the alphas. All right, let's bring them on. What's up, Ryan? Can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, got you, man. Hey, man. First off, I really appreciate you coming on. You know, we like to hear opposing viewpoints, and a lot of people will talk a lot of stuff, and then they will never come on, never talk to us, even on the phone, off the air. So the fact that you made time out of your day, I know you got other obligations in about 25 minutes, but just wanted to touch base in front of everybody with you. Like I said, I respect the game. I respect the hustle. Hey, and I've always said, if you're not going to make waves, no one's going to notice you're there.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And I'm really excited to be here. I'm also a bit nervous and maybe some fear in there. I didn't sleep too good last night, so let's get it. But what I will say, because I am in occupied Yalamu, which is also known as San Francisco, California, and I've gotten cited for jumping the subway system out here. And I think it's curious that in the wealthiest nation in the history of the world, that public transportation is not free.
Yeah, I've never looked.
You could make that argument. I would agree.
I mean, I can think of a lot of things that my tax dollars are going to that I would rather.
Yeah, I
them
don't.
to-
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. I mean, I think we're in violent agreement in a lot of things. It's just that I think we have a very big difference of opinion on law and order and the way that it's got to get done, and the social contract that's enforced by force. That's the operative word of enforce.
So
I hear
Ryan,
that.
you're a Marine. Do you denounce being a Marine, or do you regret your service in the Marine Corps, or do you embrace that as your past?
I think, like a lot of anti-war veterans, I do leverage that identity to, basically bring attention to certain causes. What I will say is that I've abjured the oath of enlistment that I took when I was 17, before my brain was fully developed to understand the implications of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I didn't start looking into the Department of State and Paul Bremer and Iraq until probably 2 years after I got out of the army. That's when I really started educating myself on what actually happened. And then, this show goes down rabbit holes and conspiracy theories and all, but just staying at face value, we didn't need to be in Iraq. I personally, that's my opinion. We didn't need. Afghanistan's another argument, and one could say, but after about a couple years, did we need? I mean, I guess the war machine needs to keep turning, and people are going to profit from that. So again, violent agreement. I got many things.
I got more stuff about Raytheon today too. I mean, again, we're not really left or right. We're sort of purple, man. So I mean, and it's really easy to paint us in a specific picture, and I understand that. I mean, especially when we cut things and it's like these guys are freaking knuckleheads. But the reality is that for us, I mean, a lot of us enjoyed the job. We enjoyed the rush. And there isn't a problem with that. If you have a problem, it's not with the enforcers. You have problems with the people who are telling us to enforce things.
I think it's both and. I think that our culture has shifted so far from this mythology of the spit-on Vietnam veteran, right? That the pendulum has swung in all the way in the other direction, where veterans have become this sacrosanct, untouchable portion of the population that's completely beyond reproach. And I think there's this, notion to separate the warrior, the honorable warrior, from the dishonorable war. And I think that there's like unintended consequences of harm from that.
Man, you're really well spoken.
Yeah,
I'm half a retard, so I'm trying to keep up with you. But
I mean, the word we use now is called developmentally delayed, but that's another conversation.
Fair enough. And yes, like Jimmy pointed out, we go at things like we crop our reels and we crop our clips to be catchy, somewhat offensive a lot of the time. So it makes sense when someone like you does your commenting on at face value. I get it. That's why I'm saying I love the game, and had you not made those comments and been persistent about it, we wouldn't be talking right now. So,
I will admit, I am probably one of these chronically online people that spend too much time in the comments section. But I do think in the information age, this is like the front lines of the culture war. And listen, like when I first got out of the Marines and I was a boot civilian, I was a right-wing, conservative, patriot-loving like fella. So like I understand like the indoctrination and the propaganda machine that we're all like really survivors of, I'll say, because we don't like the victim mindset. And so yeah, there's a lot of work to do to unlearn a lot of that.
So how long were you in the Marine Corps for?
4 years, 98 to 02, active duty on 9/11.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was at basic training on 9/11. So I'm guessing you didn't get the chance to deploy.
I spent the majority of my enlistment deployed. I have like 3 sea service deployment ribbons. I was in Okinawa, Japan, Brunei, Bali, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Hong Kong, Thailand, Australia, and Korea twice in those 4 years. Those aren't real deployments.
The GWAT. No, for the GWAT guys, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not. And I mean, like I'm just being frank with you. You can like it or hate it, but that's the culture. Deployments. When I say, did you deploy? I mean, did you go to Iraq and Afghanistan, and did you go to the two-way live fire?
I love this question, right? Because it's what I've been faced with, like my entire veteran experience, right? Is like I named off all these countries, right? And I was.
Or I could name a bunch too. I mean, I've been to a lot of places too.
Yeah. So Ryan, you bring up a great point that we always talk about all the time, is the fact that it is well, you didn't go and shed blood, so you're not a real warrior. And there's guys that really, there's a form of, it's not really PTSD, but it's been medically diagnosed. Guys that wanted to go overseas and they didn't get the chance to. And now, like you said, they're almost denounced from the veteran community because they didn't get a chance, even though they signed the dotted line. But my question to you before we move into everything that you're doing for the veteran community is, was it just the Marine Corps that kind of made you start all of this stuff? Because obviously what I'm getting at is like, you kind of give off like a PTSD type thing, but was it just a military lifestyle that changed you and then you reverting back to civilian life? That's why you did it, or kind of explain all that.
Yeah. I'm not sure where you get the PTSD type thing, and I don't know if podcast diagnoses are necessarily appropriate. But what I will say is that, this whole pogue non-combat shaming that our culture is known for is probably an under-discussed form of fratricide, because it is non-combat, non-infantry troops that are self-harming at greater rates than the infantry and special forces folks. However, the majority of the resources and nonprofits are pandering to the special forces and infantry community. So there's a huge disparity there.
Do you think that if you had gotten a couple kills under your belt, you'd be a happy dude right now and totally fine? Or do you think it's because you didn't get any combat time that?
Yeah, for the majority of like my 20s after I got out, I was filled, especially when Pat Tillman was killed. He's also from the Bay Area, and I went to his funeral. I felt a lot of guilt, right? That I didn't do enough. I had this inadequacy narrative, right? Because I didn't have any kills under my belt, right? And that guilt manifested itself as like alcoholism and excessive pornography use, and even like ripping out my toenails at one phase of my life. Yeah. And then like psychedelics really helped me kind of cure that in a unique way. So that guilt has converted to gratitude, that I did not stain the honor of my lineage with complicity and participation in these morally bankrupt interventions and occupations for the military industrial complex.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I think we agree on like 80% of the stuff, man. So what do you do now? You sent me so much stuff. I watch most of the YouTube videos. You're a very good public speaker. But who are the people that you are trying to target, not the right word, reach, and offer, kind of like the things that you offer?
Like you said, dude, I think that we probably do agree on vastly more than we do disagree about. And I think it's through these conversations like this that we might learn, grow, heal, arrive at some agreements and consensus. And so I spend a lot of time kind of infiltrate, agitate, educate, organize, right? So I infiltrate the bro vet communities. I'm a member of a couple of different bro vet writing groups. And
Brother, don't take this the wrong way. I don't think anybody feels like you're infiltrating. I think they know exactly who you are. I'm just being honest.
No, it's all good. And you know what's a trip, man? Because I've been in this game for several years, and there's been bro vets that have DM'd me after like years, and were like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. Everything that you said turned out to be true." And so, hey, this might be true for some of your listeners also. I'll be waiting, gentlemen.
What are the things that you suggest, or organizations that you work with, that for anybody suffering from any type of ailment that is brought on by military service? So let's start there. Just because, people will say the lifestyle change of aggressive bootstrapping from what I was and then going back, it fucked my life up. It fucked everything up. It fucked my values up. It fucked me as a person up. I didn't know what I was getting into. And so I've heard that from many, many, many people. And so are you suggesting, like, I saw, like, for instance, you're a big advocate for legalizing marijuana.
True.
And I really, to be honest with you, it doesn't really impact me at all, because I'll never do it. And I don't care if Jimmy does it right there. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's more to the legalization of marijuana than we're led on to believe?
Absolutely. And if you're really curious about this topic, I'll recommend The New Jim Crow: Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness by Michelle Alexander. Really, like, massively shifted my worldview. I thought that folks in prison were there because they deserved it and they just made bad decisions, right? But this film, I heard the phrase law and order in this podcast, and this is like often a dog whistle for basically racist policies, because it is the Black and brown folks that are filled in our prisons for nonviolent drug offenses. So
wasn't it the democratic system that put them in there?
Absolutely. And I am not a Democrat, comrade.
Okay, that's another thing I really wanted to nail down. So it's easier for me to say just easier when we talk about a liberal, right? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You don't identify as one, I'm sure, but you get what I'm saying. Kind of the hippie-ish, peace, love. Everybody could get together. Socialism in theory could work, right? Something like that. But
Yeah.
and then there's the conservative guys, the bootlickers, the law and order, fucking bah, 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 you know. And so just you seem to be kind of like the more liberal.
No,
Is that
even
wrong?
further left of liberal. So I'm a Marxist. I'm a socialist. I'm a
Oh, really?
communist. Absolutely. I'm a
Okay,
commie.
I didn't want to. Okay, I'm a commie.
Absolutely. And I love like arguing economics with landless peasants that want to like, root for billionaires. So I'm available.
What? So I agree with that. Rooting for billionaires
I
is
agree.
a bad thing. So what is your mission though? What like obviously I think we agree on a lot more things. We come off a little bit more rightish, and obviously we have an audience that we talk to. And I am pro police. I am obviously was a cop for years. I'm also didn't serve in war, so I was in the military and didn't go to war. So we're on the same team there, and I think my service is just as good as anybody else's.
The loser team.
I signed up to do a job. By nature, there was no economic war that needed to be fought when I was in, so I got out, and so I don't ever worry about the feeling I have that I didn't go to war. I signed the same contract everybody else did. I did my part. I became a cop. But how could we help? How do we help? What is the goal for us to, besides we're not alphas and all that stuff? What is the goal for to help?
This is a really good question. And I've been involved in veteran suicide prevention this is like my 13th year. And I facilitated like 1,800 free social support groups and redistributed hundreds of pounds of cannabis for free. And this work has informed me that, cannabis is fantastic. Psychedelics are really, progressive and like exciting. And they're simply fancy band-aids if we don't solve the morally bankrupt forever wars.
Okay.
Right? We got to like go further upstream and look at why are veterans so desperately searching these, progressive healing modalities. And I think, what's really curious is like the Brovet community seems to really be kind of waking up to this last 20 years of just wasted lives and resources for, the Zionist myth of weapons of mass destruction. Bin Laden was in Pakistan, not
Zionist.
Oh,
Pakistan. Bin Laden was in Pakistan, not Afghanistan. I recently heard that OEF was a 20-year U.S. American heroin colony, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since.
That's Afghanistan.
Yeah, well, I know what that is. Okay,
Yeah.
Ryan, what did you say it was?
OEF was a 20-year U.S. heroin colony.
I'm
I'm
gonna piggyback on that. Remember, we talked about the
Yeah.
opioid crisis and how
Yep.
it started after we got going into Afghanistan.
Yep.
I mean, we're hippies more than anything else.
Yeah, I didn't hear. I missed the heroin part. That's what I was trying to hear. Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm not a hippie. Hippies are more kind of right-wing, new age, like self-oriented people that sort of cherry pick different spiritualities from around the world to make themselves feel different. So I'm not a fan of hippies, but that's enough.
Well, we're Christians, so
Oh, we lost him. Hold on.
wait, where'd he go? Dude, we did not kick you, bro.
Hello, I'm back.
Maybe we lost him. Oh, he's back. You're back.
Your video's not there.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, you sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks, though.
Yeah, we don't have your audio. I mean, we don't have your video.
I tell you what. Can you back out of this and come back in? Okay. So far, I mean, like I said,
I mean, aside from the communism thing, like I can't.
Yes. All right, he's it. All right, he's back. There he is.
Good.
And we're back. Check,
Good.
check.
Yep. Good.
Now, are you? So are you having
No,
to use your evil capitalist iPhone for this, or? Damn it! He didn't even hear the jab.
Fucking, I'm just. Oh my god! I mean, first of all, really interesting conversation. And is he back? I keep hearing a beep.
Yep, he's back.
Okay.
Check,
Can you hear us
check.
now?
Radio
Good.
check.
Check. Here's.
Put the camera on me, Lewis.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Listen, the feds, they don't want anti-war veterans and bro vets to talk to each other, so they've sabotaged our
Oh
conversation.
man, But you
How
can't hear us.
disappointing.
You can't hear us.
Let's see.
All right. Well, we'll keep talking.
Yeah. I mean,
That'd be like conversation with my man.
he's froze. I mean, he's froze. Get oh my god. I mean,
I'll tell you what.
Can you hear us?
We can hear him.
Check, check.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Can't see you.
Nothing.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
I like this conversation.
I do too.
yeah.
I think first off, he gets it.
I
He's
do.
like our Mike Rappaport at Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
He gets it. We have to have.
Yeah.
I want to bring him on once a week at least. Get him his own show on counterculture. We need people to argue with. We can't be a think tank.
Yeah. We you're right. I mean,
And he doesn't get butthurt. That's
Yeah.
at least what's
Yeah,
left of
I
him.
wanted to get to that part, and then we didn't get to it. I was
Maybe
gonna-
he'll come back on.
Hopefully, I was
Yeah,
gonna poke him a little bit about the comments.
yeah. I mean, hey, first time it was we gave you the kid gloves. You next time you come on, you might get smacked around a little bit. So
I like it. I don't know.
I'm good with it. I mean the comments the first of all gonna make for great reels. Gonna make for
I'm a
great
communist.
reels. You know, like,
I didn't want to put words in his mouth. That's why I was
No,
like,
yeah, yeah,
really
I-
trying to misidentify him.
no, he it said comrade right in his thing. I was like, oh, this guy's a fucking communist. Okay, cool.
Wait, it said it in his.
Yeah, it said he him comrade. I was like,
he's got his. Oh, he had. I didn't even see that.
oh my god,
He,
dude.
him.
He him
What's
comrade.
the point of he him if you are a he him? What's the point of letting people know?
I think you're just more showing that you're, I don't know, let him explain it, but maybe you're like an ally.
Like a male feminist.
No, just you acknowledging that people use pronouns.
Yeah.
So you're
We got some
had a
super chat.
Yeah, we had a super chat. AM Lumber. Good morning, guys.
we
Thoughts?
missed one up there too.
We did.
Yeah, there was an orange one we missed.
No, that I'm reading it now.
Okay.
Thoughts on
The
for
top one, Lewis.
thoughts on 4-year contracts on 4-year contracts for police to serve as an objective quality control measure for physical fitness
Amazing,
competence.
amazing, love it. Like a military enlistment.
Yeah,
I love it.
I because I really do think that I've said this before. That'll change the culture in law enforcement if people don't rely on it as a retirement. If we treat it as a military enlistment. I joined the Army. I did 4.5 years active duty, knowing I was not going to stay. I was a one-hit quit. I was just going to go do one term and be done with it. And I feel like if people, the same amount of training goes into becoming a soldier too. People will argue, well, it takes a year to fully train a cop. Okay, it took 6 months to train me to where they let
Took
me out.
longer than 6 months, realistically, when you consider how much training you had to get at the
Same
unit.
thing.
Yeah.
What would be good for that is for what you just said. Guy gets 2 years in and goes, fuck this. I got 2 years left and I'm out. What does he have motivation to do? Find another job and start preparing for that job versus I fucking hate this job and I'm going to go
18
in every
more
day.
years.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
go every day. I'm
the
gonna go
fucking
every day.
retention fucking guy's going to be like, what are you going to do when you
It
get out?
forces admin to change culture.
Correct.
Yeah.
It forces them to. They don't have a pool of people that they can just be like, and like I said, the training.
Well, I mean-
and then when you want to become a detective,
He's back.
you re-enlist
Yes.
for detective.
I think you model it after the military.
Yeah. Okay. Ryan.
Hello
Can you
again.
hear me?
Hello,
Got
can you
us?
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, bang bang. Sorry about that.
It's okay. You got to pay your phone bill, bro.
I switched to my phone. Where were we? Pick me up.
Mike had a question for you.
Yeah. Obviously the jabs in the comments is that I love it, by the way. We're betas, but we like it. Is that part of obviously trying to just get noticed so you can get the message out? Because that's kind of what I spin as well. I twist some of my views a little bit to make sure it's entertaining, not completely abandon them. Is that what you're doing? Is that kind of what you're there, or do you really think I'm a fag?
There's nothing wrong with being gay. And,
Never mind. All right,
If
never
that-
mind. You really think I'm a
Hey.
terrible human ACAB bootlicker? How about that?
listen, my pronouns are he and we and comrade. And if you just came out to us, I want to acknowledge that is really sacred. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he came back in, man.
good, man.
He came back
I'm good.
in.
I don't have a problem with it at all. Whatever
damn.
you do is, I love it. But honestly, is that part of like your?
Agitate,
Yeah.
educate, organize is the blueprint,
Mhm.
and along the way, I get educated also.
Good.
And I do, it is a kind of a fine line between trying to like disrupt the propaganda narrative that a lot of us uplift with like dehumanization language, like terrorists. What the hell is an insurgent if it's not to obfuscate legitimate indigenous resistance to invasive extraction and occupation? Right. So I think disrupting the narrative, especially in this like hyper jingoistic, military worship nation that we're a part of, any sort of
Brother, you
going,
you you talk about jingoism, but man, you threw out a bunch of them at us. So, I mean, like I'm gonna have to push back to, and he's gone. God damn you, Ryan!
You didn't get to finish it because you cut him off.
I'm sorry, but like I
I know. Yeah, let him finish.
well, I'm an ASVAB commando, so I do have a vocabulary.
ASVAB commando. I like it. Dude,
You're black again.
Yeah,
not the color black.
Yeah.
You're just black.
Oh my God, Ryan's doing blackface. How dare you? We can't see you, but we can hear you, Ryan. Can you hear us?
Yes, the feds do not want us to do this.
That's okay. As long as we can hear you, we're fine. I don't like seeing men with long hair anyways. It makes me uncomfortable. So
Your girl does though.
well, so you should start some kind of platform. You're very well spoken. You actually can have conversation clearly. You don't get offended at all with people speak their opinion. You're very, what would you call that, witty?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a great conversation subject. We actually, in one of the 3 times that your socialist phone bill disconnected you, we think you'd be great as like a regular guest if that's something you want to explore as like a spin on anything we talked about the last week or your opinion or your version of it. I think it's very good to generate conversation with everybody, regardless of what side they stand on.
I really appreciate that invitation. And I was kind of like thinking about that even before I came on, because I think this conversation is so valuable in this sort of really polarized, moment that we're having in this country. And you know what? Like, I think it's okay to be polarized, especially in like this mask off moment where both, conservatives and liberals are sort of aligned with fascism. And so we need to have opposition to fascism. It's super important.
I agree. I
So,
agree. I think
yeah,
it's a
thank
great
you for this
conversation.
opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great to discuss it from all sides. And, I think you hear things that you maybe didn't hear a certain way in a very calm conversation. It's never going to get done in the comments of Instagram. It's just not possible.
Totally.
So I think that's why I always suggest people come on and talk, because once we're talking, it makes a lot more sense. Voice inflection, the way we're saying it, what we really mean is very important in conversation. I always argue when you're an Instagram comment, you don't read anything the other person wrote. You just write in the next thing that popped in your head. So I really appreciate you coming on. I think it's a great idea to continue this relationship and have these conversations.
Hey, you know what's unfortunate though? Like so many of your listeners will see pronouns detected, opinion discarded.
That's good. That's good. Let them talk, man. That degenerates the views, man.
I see that. I honestly, Ryan, if I outside of this effective communication that we're purposely doing, I would totally 100% avoid you if I saw you. Just
yeah.
Which I mean, you probably wouldn't sit and listen to locker room bootlicker talk. It was just not your preference,
But you know what? Like, I'm a former bootlicker, you know what I'm saying? So I know the flavor of that shoe polish. And so like I've been there. I'm in recovery. And if there's hope for me, there's hope for y'all too.
Well,
hey, I know. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I think that's great.
And I know.
Can I ask you guys one question though before I dip?
Yeah, absolutely.
If any of y'all were in the Marines, I'm not sure, but in boot camp we are forced to learn about Smedley Butler and his 2 medals of honor. And I'm curious. Well, my question is, why don't they teach us that he was also an anti-imperialist and voted socialist?
Well, that doesn't fit their narrative.
And wrote the book War's a Racket.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't fit their narrative, bro.
Right.
Thank you, comrades.
Hey, next time we have you on, we got to make sure we get video. So
We'll pre this. We'll work this out ahead of time. You and I can do that if you want. Copville, we'll work out, maybe talk a little bit so we can make sure everything's set up, audio and video. We'll come up with a schedule to have you on regularly if that's cool with you.
Sounds great. Much love, gentlemen. No war, but class war.
All right.
Remove. Run the break.
You don't hang up on us. We hang up on you, Ryan. All right, we'll be right back with a quick commercial break.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people, to detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
All right, right before we bring on Dominic, a little word from our sponsors, American Financing. Let's be honest, the math just isn't adding up lately between the grocery store and the skyrocketing insurance premiums. Even with a steady job, more families are being forced to rely on high interest credit cards to cover expenses. I've been there, just recently got out of it. If you're a homeowner caught in that cycle, carrying balances with interest rates in the 20s or even 30s, it's time to get some relief. Right now, mortgage rates are at a 3-year low, and my friends at American Financing are helping homeowners pay off that high interest debt at rates in the low 5s. They're salary-based mortgage consultants, not commission-based. Don't push loans. They build exit strategies from debt. On average, they're saving customers $800 a month. Just by calling, you can hear what they have to offer. Save yourself $800 a month. Get caught up. Get out of credit card debt. Plus, if you start today, you may even delay the next 2 mortgage payments. There are no upfront fees or obligations. To find out how much you could save, America's home for home loans is American Financing. Call 866-890-8585. That's 866-890-8585, or go to americanfinancing.net/antihero to learn more.
Hey, Domin,
Yeah.
bring him in.
Bring him in.
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
That's right, man.
Dominic, I want you to, so everybody hears, because we watched the video in New York with the knife. What's your take on that video?
Bad shooting.
No. You liked it.
He's like, oh, wait.
You know what my answer? It's a bad shooting because he waited too fuck.
Okay, explain.
He's like, oh, wait, what show am I on? Oh, yeah.
You think
it was he waited too long. It was a lawful shooting. He waited for
I want people to hear that from you, because everybody assumes you hate cops, you hate everything they do.
No,
You're always against it.
This is a prime example about why I'm so harsh on cops. That shooting was 100% justified. It was a great shooting, lawful shooting. He waited too long, but I'm glad he didn't do the whole drop the knife and then say it 100 times before actually pulling the trigger. When we have so much sloppy, bad, abhorrent, showcased, nonstop, abysmal policing online, and we don't criticize one another, well, it takes away from the times when you're like, see, this is a good one. You need to back this up. The more harsh that you are on cops and go, listen, train harder. This is a bad one. You got to admit it's bad, blah, blah. It's easier to defend them when they do something right. That's why it's like the Renee Good shooting. What blows me away is that it's not that other cops are defending it, that it was a lawful shoot. It's that they're defending it because they want that same type of backing when they fuck up like that and they get into a real shitty. Well, I want the same type of a defense. So if we would criticize more when it comes down to an awesome, lawful shooting, people go, I have no problem with it whatsoever. Should be zero controversy.
I agree. And then in the world of, and we always use athletes to base our salary. Athletes are paid billions of dollars and we should be paid. Well, athletes also train video all week long and watch thousands of hours of tape to make sure they run the play just right for what? Entertainment only. Why wouldn't cops who have the responsibility of taking someone's life and preserving innocent lives not spend the same amount of time and effort to go over things over and over again to make sure they get it right? Seems backwards. The cops argue that they want the millions of dollars that the athletes get, but do they put in the time, effort, training, and repetitions that the athletes put in? I think it's a very easy answer. They don't.
No. We were delighted with VHS when I was a competitive wrestler. You know, it's a good word, Jimmy.
It is a good word.
It's delicious, delighted, delectable. I got some D's, Jimmy. You want some D's? It's when my dad would VHS record the wrestling matches. You went over it. You went over and over and over and over again just to watch you. Oh, I screwed up there. How did I mess that up? And it's like, I don't know why you would not do the same thing. Law enforcement's the only thing where you hear, it's easy to armchair quarterback. You literally want to. I don't know why it's such a bothersome, hey, dude, you fucked up on that. And you fucked up on it bad. Okay,
that's such a good point. No business consultants say that. No fucking management team say that. Sports athletes don't say that. It's only fucking, even I would imagine fire and EMS go, how could we save that life? What could we have done to save that person? They died. Could we have done anything? Law enforcement is the only people that go, oh, Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, and it starts with, not lying on your after action reviews.
Yeah.
Jimmy, debriefing in the military. How often do you guys do something?
And then, all the fucking time.
Do you not needle and nitpick to death the shit?
We did in the infantry, but apparently in the SEAL teams, that's not what happens.
Even SWAT. I mean, my small stint on the SWAT team, it was fucking footsteps, all fucking 12 dudes. After you do a run, you go through and know everybody is subject to criticism.
Yes.
And how you could have done it better.
Yeah. We would go back and watch our body cam.
Yeah.
And after every op we would do an after action verbal right after the operation. You couldn't go home. You came back, even if it was nothing, complete nothing. Nothing happened. Nobody was shot. You come back, you go over it, and then we would watch it, and then we would break it down and say, okay, you could have done this. That's the right thing to do. And cops are the only ones that can go, I did everything I could do. I tried my hardest, and then we go on to the next call. You're right. Monday morning quarterbacking should be happening within the agency in an effective, non-disciplined, you're not trying to make somebody feel like shit. You're just trying to make everybody better, and it should be a common practice, and it's not.
And there are times to make people feel like shit, though.
There are, but to get people better, you're right. We should watch these videos over and over within the agency, and it just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Guys will have an incident. It'll be shit, whatever. The next time they see the video is at the state attorney hearing 5 months later, and they're trying to remember what happened. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And the Monday morning quarterback is the catch-all. And it's not Monday morning quarterbacking. It's how do we make this profession better so that when we do have one that's on the fence, we can go, well, we train the shit out of ourselves. We critique every video. And, yeah, this one, we didn't factor in that XYZ happened, and we'll look at that one next time. But we don't do it at all.
Nobody does. Best shooting I have seen recently with a knife, it was on the West Coast. I can't remember where. I think maybe Oregon, where there was a 17-year-old. And everybody made a big deal about it because it was a 17-year-old autistic kid with a knife, right? And cops show up, and these guys, it looked like they had been training forever. And I don't think they were. They all pulled up on scene. They all walked up, and their biggest claim was there was a chain link fence.
Yeah, I remember the fence in the front yard. Yeah.
That shooting was fucking outstanding. They went right up on scene. They assessed the threat. They ended it immediately, and they probably saved the lives of the women that were actually encased in there. That I was watching that going, these guys have to train this. It was great. But that's the whole point with it. It's like when that made it easy to defend. And I took a lot of shit for that. It was a bad shooting. No, it was an awesome, lawful, justified shooting. And these guys did not half-ass what they did. If we had more people Monday morning quarterback and critique shit, it would make people so much easier to vehemently defend when it came down time to do so.
And it would be effective. And
Yes.
in this profession, it is, you immediately become defensive if anybody else that wasn't on the call even questions. I don't know where it came from either.
You know
It's a weird thing.
I mean, I did
questions.
I
You
got
even
it.
question what I did. I immediately go, you can't, you weren't there. You don't know what I was
These
doing.
people are so dumb. You want me criticizing the shit out of you, especially with the platform that I have, and I'm gaining all this attention. You want me so critical because when it comes to defend, if I defend you this damn hard, it means that it was a really good job done. It's not a bad thing to be like, yeah, I could have done that better. Because when it comes down to have a middle of the road, I'm middle of the road. I'll call you out when you're bad, and I'll praise you when you're good. You want that because then it's not, oh, he always defends cops. You want that fair and balanced criticism, and cops just can't handle it.
I agree.
Well, here's my opinion. I did that when I was a cop. If motherfucker walked up on scene, if there was no stripes, don't talk to me. Don't tell me that. Now that is a rebellious streak in me that I've had since I was a child. But, and I'm not saying it was right, but I think the reason why is police work requires, let's just say it, call it as an alpha mentality, but it's unchecked alpha shit. It's an unchecked pack of wolves. Let's just say that. I know we hate using that. In SWAT, you have a rank structure and seniority. That is fucking beat in your head. Military, rank structure, seniority. I don't care. So it's one of those things in the military, you're dead, your sergeant could be dead wrong, and you're just like, I'm not gonna argue, because that's how it is. In law enforcement, it's like a pack of like wolves running around, and everybody's the right. I'm right. No, you're not right. I'm right. There's no one to say, I'm fucking squad leader. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm telling you what you did was wrong, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Proof of that is anybody who ever teaches cops. And I'll tell you this, if anybody is ever, and it's specifically defensive tactics, we used to go around and we used to teach for a company called NEMERT, Northeast Regional Multi-Training out here in Illinois. And every fucking time that we would go do handcuffing classes, DT classes, whatever, cops show up to teach you what they know, not to learn what you're teaching them. I saw it 100 fucking times. I'm like, dude, it's just a waste of fucking time trying to get through their heads.
Other thing that we do when we go to training is we don't want to ever do any reps in front of anybody. Cops want to get in the very back of the line. They want to be the last one to go. Basic shit. Like, hey, just unload your weapon and get ready on the line. And they're like, oh God, I don't even know how to unload my gun. Let me go back here and watch everybody do it one time. Am I wrong? Like basic building clearing, basic. You watch an entire group of people wither to the back to go, let some, and then the guys who step up and are ready to do it, we're made fun of because we're squared away. We're ready to go. What is he going to go shoot a good group from the 7-yard line? He's an asshole.
Oh, look at you.
It's the wildest shit I've ever seen. And then people will be more comfortable showing up and not even hitting the paper on their fucking rifle. Like it's all over the place. They don't even hit and they're like, oh yeah, that's like my battery
bird shot.
Yeah, battery was dead on my optic when I got here.
Were you shooting a 410 shotgun or an AR?
It's the weirdest job where you can do it all wrong and somebody tries to help you and you can get mad at them for interjecting. You're not going to interject in my call. You're not going to tell me what to do. It's like, okay, go ahead, keep doing it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, who suffers? The citizens.
The citizens. Correct.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Well, actually, in a roundabout way, the cops end up suffering too because it becomes easier and easier and easier to paint them as the bad guys that don't know what they're doing, that are dangerous to everybody because they don't do these things.
It's rough, man. It's rough. We should be prepared we should do an inner office, inner agency training on any critical incident. And I know it sounds crazy, right?
Oh, Mike, you're gonna get up and give us a big speech, Mike?
No, but they'll do it when they're ready. Like it happened to me. They took my video and they went around the agency and said, "Oh, look at this fucking asshole, this bully," and it didn't go the way they wanted it to go. But that should be being done on most critical incidents, and it should be, everybody should be allowed to watch it and have their own opinion, not be forced to go, "This was okay. This was okay. You better say it was okay." No, let's look at it. Let's say, how do we learn from this? What equipment could we do better? How could we stage better? How could we get more resources there better? It should always be open to that. And the fact that it's not is the reason we're always going to be the way it is.
That requires that you have to acknowledge that it's okay for somebody to be better than you at something. And that's hard for guys to do. It really
is.
is. I had no problem. Like, again, I have a lot of glowing memories of the guys I worked with that were better at pistol skills than I was. I never said shit because my pistol skills fucking sucked. So when they came up and said, hey, no, just do this, you got it. I'm not going to argue with you. So it's just
that's you not having an ego and wanting to realize that, oh, I'm not the best at everything. This guy's better than me. But you're also, it's not being insecure, right? Like I'm going to be bad at certain things. When another grown ass man comes and goes, hey, do you want to learn how to do this? Like the gym is the ultimate, like, you can tell when a dude's secure in himself when he'll take advice from another grown ass man who's bigger, who's been doing it longer, who has more experience. It's the same thing in cop work.
But the cop world, you can use your ego to just not take advice and not take any training. I'm fucking cool. And you eventually, those guys create such a fucking storm around them that nobody will talk to them. They're like, let them keep fucking it up.
They're on day shift for 30 years. No specialty units, no nothing.
Let them keep fucking it up. Like, I'm not going to go near him. He'll just tell me how wrong I am, even though everything he did was wrong. But he'll create such a fucking nasty storm around him with his attitude that you just don't want to talk to him. And
amazing. Yeah, they're all on day shift. And when is school in session? Day shift.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, half of them work as SROs too, and they don't fucking. They're sitting in the school all day, so.
Fucking eating bear claws.
Yeah. We don't have any. Other than that, we don't have any police shootings to break down. I know. Oh, Lewis, can you pull up one thing? So, ICE, one of their recent apprehensions. Did you guys see this? It's
is it the one that didn't end in a gunfight?
No, this was an apprehension of.
Was it tranny who called him the N-word?
No, it was.
Oh, that's beautiful.
ICE nabs illegal immigrant New Orleans police recruit who was issued a firearm.
And he's immigrant. Yes, Minneapolis has him. Illinois, Hanover Park, which is about 2 towns over from me. They've got a guy who didn't renew his paperwork 10 years ago, and he's
we covered that guy.
It's like how can he can't take his pistol home with him, but he can have it on the job. I don't understand it. I don't. It's the same thing as like, and I'm not trying to get political, but what did Brian Mast wearing an IDF uniform in Congress? I don't understand this shit at all. It's like,
I don't understand that one either. That one kind of pisses me off too.
Oh, that should completely offend you because it's just slap in the face to you. But I don't understand an illegal immigrant being able to police
damage Lewis when you're done with that.
Yeah, you can remove that. And I mean, it goes back to like I remember when LAPD announced that they were going to have their first class with a non-U.S. citizen in it. So you're going to walk around and take people's constitutional rights away when you don't even have constitution. Like, I guess you do have constitutional rights, but you're not an American citizen. It's not guaranteed you understand them.
Mm-hmm.
How's a American citizen supposed to even remotely comply to that? It's like are you here legally? Well, no, I'm not. Why would I fucking obey you? Absolutely not. It's the definition of domestic terrorism. Well, literally. So and this is
it is.
I don't understand this, and I asked this question on a show the other day, and for the Second Amendment purposes, and I'm only asking this to create the conversation. If you look at the Second Amendment, it talks about the right to keep and bear arms. We talk about it all the time. It is ownership and display. Nowhere that I could find does it ever talk about when to use them, but the definition of it is implied to use it against a tyrannical government. Well, if you have cops, and this is just, I'm not endorsing this. Oh, you're saying to shoot. Shut the fuck up and listen. If you have cops who are going to illegally seize you and they're not even American citizens, doesn't that meet the litmus test of being able to use your Second Amendment?
There it comes.
At what point are we Red Dawn here?
I mean, I think, Dominic, I think what you need to do is go back and read a lot of James Madison's letters, especially directly after the revolution, when people were getting attacked by privateers and they were like, hey, can we buy cannons and put them on our ships to protect ourselves from fucking pirates? And he's like, yeah, dude, that's why I gave you the Second Amendment, so you had the ability to defend yourself from everything.
I'm fine. Trust me, I'm a Second Amendment absolutist. I think if you want to own an Abrams tank, you should. I'd be jealous because I can't afford it. My point is, well, you get all these Moulin Labe guys flying their flags and shit, but they'll be the first ones when cops show up. They'll do, okay, you can come in. And I'll fight you in court. So when do we use it if it's not to have illegal seizures on the street, which fits the literal fucking definition of domestic terrorism?
Well, I think that I mean, You have to be very damn sure, because remember, when you go ahead and cross that Rubicon, it's victory or death. So if you want to go ahead,
so somebody who knows like police tactics, if or by some chance I'm again, this is a scenario for entertainment purposes only. If the FBI is listening, if I happen to have in my car a monitoring device, like a camera all over my car, and I know that I am not breaking any law. I drive 25 and a 25. I took 3 seconds at a stop sign to stop, all this stuff. But then the red and blues pop over and I get ordered to step out of the car, and there is no probable cause whatsoever. It's just for the sake of conversation. Does that mean I should just willfully submit to having my handcuffs put in handcuffs because we have to trust that the cop who's got subpar training, who the standards were so lowered to have all these DEI hires in, that they actually observed a crime that they could stop me for? Or is it, no, you're kidnapping me and I'm going to use my Second Amendment against you because I can articulate it. If it turns out I am lawfully justified, the cop illegally seized me, will I be protected? Or am I going to fucking jail regardless?
Oh man, I mean, that is an interesting thought.
You got a co-host with him. You answer. Nick.
Nick?
This is Nick's big argument with Dom.
Oh, about the
basically Dom says
the problem is, Dom, is like if you cut out anything outside of what you just said long form, it says, I believe you should shoot the cops if you don't want to go to jail.
People are stupid who don't listen, and they're willing to sit there and flex gun shit, go to the range, all this stuff, but they never have the conversations about when is it okay or when is it acceptable. If you look, and we're talking strictly on what ICE is able to do, as far as I know, I'm under the impression ICE does not have any authority over American citizens. It is extremely easy to articulate obstruction, impediment. Oh, look, you were jumping up and down and it impeded my vision of a target so I could take you into custody. If that recent shooting with Petty or whatever his name is, was an illegal seizure, they had no lawful authority to stop him, no lawful authority to spray pepper spray in his face, to disarm him. Does that not fit the definition of the exact time that the American people should use arms against a tyrannical government? Now, if you want to hear and say, well, that means Izzo says that you should use a deadly force against cops, that's because you got fucking cottage cheese for brains. I'm asking a legitimate question that no one brings up. Hey, we got the Second Amendment. When do we use it? That's a question.
Yeah.
I mean, I think ostensibly the biggest part of the argument is always about when the government becomes tyrannical, not when the individual law enforcement officer becomes tyrannical.
Yeah, that's right.
But his point is fair. I mean, it's an interesting thought experiment. That is the real question: is when do we decide enough is enough?
Was January 6th the time? Was January 6th? If we can prove that the election was stolen, was that a time to use it? And if so, who do we use it against? Because when we say the government, that's a boogeyman. Who are you going after with the Second Amendment?
Yeah, I think that's I like the point you make, and that Tyler clipped it, and it sounded great. Like for everybody wanting to get crazy.
To be fair, in that clip, Dom never said I advocate.
I know,
for shooting
but so we all say we want our Second Amendment because we got to protect ourselves from the government. Well, you're right. When do we kick that in?
So red flag, your ex-girlfriend sits there and is pissed off at you, and she calls 911 because you played some sad song on your YouTube video, and that means you're going to off yourself, and the cops show up to force entry into your home to seize your guns. Fourth Amendment violation? Second Amendment applies?
I never agreed with that. That one's
the red
hairy.
flag laws are fucking wrong.
But we fight them in court. Again, I don't want this ever done. What I would prefer is cops being smart enough to, when this shit comes up at roll call, somebody has the balls to go, hey, Sarge, yeah, we can't do this. This is a constitutional violation of their Fourth Amendment. But we don't have that because we don't have cops who study the Constitution.
I agree. We can't figure it. We see it all the time, and I bring Sean Paul Reyes up a lot. They don't even know trespassing laws. They don't even know when they can see somebody and not see somebody. And to argue, that's there you go. There's your money quarterback. All cops, and he said it in a video I was listening to yesterday, where they were violating his rights. He said, do you know I come to agencies and will teach you about the First Amendment and when you can and cannot use it. But instead of saying, hey, you're right, man, maybe I should use I'm cop. I tell you leave. You don't leave, you go jail. Like it's like
he offers to come teach.
He does. He does teaching. He does classes to teach
for
cops.
free.
Yes. Well, I don't know if it's for free. I don't know the process.
I would pay for that. That's a good thing.
That's my argument.
It's embarrassing that he's even getting people hiring him. Every fucking cop should know it.
Why aren't the police agencies teaching
right
them?
That right there. That's that Dom. That's that Dominic. That's a toxic. Oh, that's embarrassing that he's even getting cops. If cops go, dude, I'll pay for you.
I think what he's saying the embarrassment is the fact that they're not learning at roll call or in their own inter.
How about the academy? First Amendment.
Exactly.
We're going to spend 2 weeks on First Amendment auditors.
The kids can't shoot. They got to push them through the range, dude. they got bigger.
But what should they make sure? They make sure they can pull that gun out and use it, right? They're not worried about that part. Make sure you can shoot and kill people. We'll teach you about the Constitution later. Just make sure you can kill people, right? Am I wrong?
I mean, to be fair, we just had a guy get shot 4 times and didn't die. So, maybe they could shoot.
Yeah,
people.
but that's the combat shooting and all that. That was effective. It stopped the threat. But I think what I hear here is we're going to teach you how to shoot people. We're going to teach you how to crash cars. We're going to teach you, but you're not going to really understand when you can't see somebody legally on the street. That seems like something that should be pretty prioritized,
Jimmy,
out of the academy.
I got a question, Jimmy. You think that it's the job of the cops when they shoot police or shoot citizens to kill them?
I think if you're going to use lethal force, then you should do everything that you can to kill the person. Yes.
Okay, that's
if you have made the decision to utilize your weapon, then you should kill it, and you should be willing to kill it, and you should understand that because that's its job. Pistols specifically. Hold on, you're going to get me started on a rant, Dominic. Pistols specifically have one job and one job only. Their job is to kill people. They don't kill animals. They don't kill birds. They are for killing human beings. So if you pull that fucking Glock out and you point it at somebody, you better drill them and put them down, and they better be dead. And if you didn't,
so
you didn't do your fucking job.
I'm gonna counter with you on this for law enforcement purposes. Now, everything you just said, I believe that should apply for the military. I believe that if we go to war, military needs to wipe out every man, woman, and living child of an enemy that we had. I think the Romans did it fucking great, and that's how it should be. And news reporters, when it came down to like Vietnam War, they ruined warfare. When it comes to cops, it's a different story. It's Fourth Amendment. It is due process. It's giving somebody a court date. It is never the job of the cop to punish someone. And this is what a lot of people have a hard time dealing with. The purpose of deadly force is to terminate life-threatening behavior. To terminate life-threatening behavior. So that means you go up and a guy's got a knife to a kid's throat, and you pump 4 rounds into him, and it gets him to drop the knife, and he goes down, and you handcuff him, and he lives. You get his court date. You terminated life-threatening behavior. If you say to a cop, or a cop doesn't understand, my job was to kill him, no. If the subject subsequently died from his injuries that were pumped into him, that's a different story. But when it comes to law enforcement, sadly, people have to understand that pistol is there to stop the behavior, not the person. And a lot of people just can't comprehend that. But military-wise, fuck them all.
I get what you're saying, Jimmy, but at the end of the day, the easiest way to stop a threat is to shoot it in ways that's going to kill it. So they're almost synonymous. But like he's saying,
everything is intent. If you have an army of cops saying my job is to kill people when I pull my pistol out, now you've got an active military on your street. If your job is to say, hey, listen, my job is to stop the threat, and you can go wink, wink. Well, we know that for the purposes of exercising the constitutionality of Fourth Amendment and sending somebody for court and due process, it just builds a better civil relationship with people. Say, hey, listen, you might die from me pulling the trigger, but I'm going to fucking pump 13 rounds into you. I can't tell you what your body's going to do. So that intent plays a big role in the difference between law enforcement and military.
Real quick, before we break off, I want to play the Chicago video. Do we have that uploaded?
We like this one.
Find my comment, because I'm getting a lot of DMs for it.
Top one. That one.
These crazy white people.
I love the dude just working on his car.
And this guy trying to deliver something, trying to get it work.
If you click on the comment, I got
Doctor Chris Lawyer.
Yeah, that's the astronaut.
Science
The astronaut that was denied space launch, having a conversation with a doctor that medically denied him.
Correct. Yeah, I got a lot of comment hate and DMs because I put on that video. I put Happy Black History Month.
I mean,
Like,
what do we have any background?
Was that an MLK? I mean,
No, that was the only thing I do know is that everybody in the car has lived, but there was a baby in the back seat when they found the car. I believe the two adults were injured, alive, and there was a little baby in the back eating a lollipop when they made contact finally.
Whoa!
But that
So
just shows
they fired fucking
That kid
100
was-
rounds.
no rule.
yeah, you know what? When you really think about it, black kids probably have it better. They'll sleep through fucking anything. All you white parents who can't get your kids to fall asleep, you need to take your kids to South Side for a night. Yeah.
Fireworks,
Yeah.
365, huh?
Jesus Christ.
But that, and that's the whole nother rabbit hole. That video we talked about a little bit last night, and that's a normal day in Chicago.
Jimmy, if I said, "Is this Chicago or Somalia?" It'd take a second. You'd have to use like buildings. And
Yeah,
this is probably Chicago, but it would take you longer if I said, "Is this Chicago or any other country?"
Yeah.
It's safe. It's safe as shit for white people. Literally, like if you're a white person, I fucking dare you. It's awesome. Go walk. I've literally done it. I've got the photos to prove it. You go in the blackest of fucking neighborhood, walk. They think you're crazy. They will not. You're safe as shit because they know they gun you down. They're gonna have an army of fucking CPD down there going, "Oh, we really gotta take
You're a
care
white person. You're only supposed to kill your own.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point though do you just go like, hey, everybody that was involved in that little fucking fracas gun, half-ass stupid gun? I mean, I don't even want to call it a gunfight. That was, I don't know what that was. That was jackass.
Was it a car accident too?
Yeah, I think this. If I was going to assume the shooting started before that car was shot at, probably crashed from injuries, and then they ran up and tried to finish it off.
There's an easy way to solve this problem, and nobody has the guts to do it. If I were, because it's only a few neighborhoods. If you go back to heyjackass.com, there's like
Looking at
neighborhoods.
it.
Austin,
Yep, I'm looking at it.
Austin
Yep.
kills me because it's the most west neighborhood of Chicago, right before you get to Oak Park, which like the average home is $600,000. It's fucking hilarious. You cross over one block, you're like it's midnight at 2:00 in the afternoon. But the easiest way to do it is you remove every police and EMS service to those neighborhoods. And then you take, if there's like 40 cops, the police there, you just put those cops in the surrounding area. And anytime a car from that A neighborhood decides to come into like Oak Park, nope, turn around, go back in there. When you guys learn,
that's literally escaped from LA.
Yeah. So far this year, Austin has 3 homicides and 11 wounded in that one neighborhood. And we talked about this last night. It actually went up, Dominic, since last night. We talked about it. For the 5 days of February so far, we have 6 shot and killed, 13 wounded, and so 19 people been shot in the 5 days in just Chicago. These first 5 days,
60. I'm saying 60 by the end of the month. 60 for the month.
And it's a short month.
Yeah.
And it's Black History Month.
and for the 2 months that we're a month and 5 days in, we have 131 people shot so far
in Chicago.
And that's over 3 people a day.
Jesus Christ, dude! If I told you
35 to 60,
if I went on the news right now, okay, let's say it's 2007, and I say in the first 2 months of 2007, 136 soldiers lost their lives in Iraq.
well, the good news is
You're like, what in the fuck?
The good news is it's down 26% from last year.
People to
Let's
shoot.
make sure we paint the rosy picture. Jesus.
Literally, they're running out of their own kind to shoot.
It's
like shit. We got to
crazy,
slow this
man.
down. We got to wait till these kids grow up so we can all.
God.
All right, Dom, we got to catch up on some super chats and hit our last segment. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Always a pleasure. All right, so some super chats. First off, what's going on with Joe? Joe. There's somebody who says Joe. I kind of glanced over and people were like, "Oh my God, brother, we're praying for you." And I'm like,
dude, that's. I mean, Joe was in the chats last night, and I literally just pull out unfortunate situation. Joe, what the fuck?
If anybody, I know there's probably a 10-second delay.
I know, like
I
missed it too. Oh yeah, we got to join the army today too. I forgot about that.
Yep. Well, what's the super chats, Mike? Can you read them?
First one is keep him on weekly. Great idea, Tyler. I think that's about the U.S.
Ryan.
Marine vet.
Yep.
$2 from CC for Izzo to say the word. He didn't. Ficus 432. Here are some Shikas for the boys. Big hugs from the land of milk and honey. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. And 199. If you had to guess what percentage of cops are genuinely racist, I would say under 1%.
Under 1%.
Probably under 0.5%. 0.5%.
Yeah.
Under.
And they're not going to say anything.
You're throwing I'm talking about, I don't know, the racist. There's not. There's people that just like certain neighborhood. Yeah.
Define
If you're
racist.
going just based
If
on
you
race,
think
it's
the
under
show is
1%.
racist, it's about 90% of cops based on that standard because we make black jokes and we also say it.
But I posted a reel yesterday and I stand by this. The hood is the greatest place to work and it's the greatest place to learn the job and it's the greatest people. The greatest people.
Justin just texted me one of Joe's buddies took his own life.
Yes.
Marine he served with. Man.
We're sorry to hear that. And if there's
Sorry,
any
brother.
donation, fundraiser, anything we can do to help,
Yeah.
you know where to get hold of us.
Jesus Christ, man.
We did Chicago super chats.
We got, is there any?
Clint's got a call
We
in.
got
baby.
that one other Miami-Dade video if you want to watch
Yeah,
that.
let's do that. Then
This-
Clint, get ready.
And we still got Iran.
Oh,
we-
yeah. We'll do Iran and then Clint.
Okay.
This is Miami-Dade. This is Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office serving a child pornography
Make it big.
search warrant.
Make it big.
Make it big.
This is a Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office serving a search warrant 15513 Southwest 102. Please come out with your hands up. This is a Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office serving a search warrant 15513 Southwest 102. Please come out with your hands up.
Come outside! Come outside!
Quick.
It's coming out. Come outside!
Clint, I'll call you when we're ready.
Open the door!
I'm only saying briefly with the field.
Let's go, pa' afuera. ¡Pa' afuera, cojones! Let me see. Hey! Shots fired. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
My pedal. The dogs are
Put your
called.
hands.
There's
Chihuahua.
somebody else in the background.
Yeah, so that was actually the suspect was there. Child pornography was actually arrested, unshot.
That was the guy that walked out, right?
That was the suspect's brother. Yeah, that was the suspect's brother that presented a firearm.
Holy guacamole. Let's talk SWAT search warrant. First off, this is Miami-Dade County SRT, not to be confused with Miami SWAT.
Correct.
There's a difference.
You don't want to sit here and call them Miami SWAT.
Yeah, not when you greet a whole group of dudes and call them Miami SWAT. Very high caliber, same caliber. just different.
Full-time SWAT team,
Yeah.
Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office.
First off, you train for that. When you fucking breach that door, when you are breaching a door, you are not expecting people to be like, hi, because they would have opened the fucking door.
Right.
You're breaching, you're ready to go. And then all of a sudden you got a bunch of fucking people going like this. So now you have to go backwards in your brain, which you train for, and go, okay, get out, get out, get out. Once they're out, then you have to go back into let's go. And then a guy walks in front of you with a fucking gun. Homeboy fucking puts him down. Shots fired. Let me see your hands. Fucking beautiful shooting. And I'm sorry that somebody lost their life, but that's why we do the announcements with a giant tank in your front yard that says Miami SWAT or whatever they're saying. Come out with your hands up. You can't say you didn't know. They said it like 20 fucking times. You walk out in the living room with a fucking gun with a bunch of flashlights. It's not the aliens, right? So if it's not the aliens, probably the cops.
Yeah, it's probably cops.
So, what do you think, Mike?
I like it.
I mean, I don't know what their TTPs are. So I mean, like, I have some questions. I have some questions for you guys.
Okay, shoot.
So, you made a statement about like, hey, they're standing there with their hands up in the door, right? So, do you guys not go through the door?
We don't go in. No.
Okay,
Pull them out.
Okay,
It's like a layup.
We
We're
don't
getting
do-
people out of the house. That's
We don't.
easy.
We don't do dynamic entry anymore unless it's a hostage rescue. We do a surround and call out. Most agencies now in the United States do what's a surround and call out, which is what you see. Now they would call, no answer after a certain amount of time. Then they would make a dynamic. It's still not dynamic. They would make an entry. There's a system, but it's not like 80s cops where you're just running
It's
through the house. It's very calculated, very slow, slow, methodical.
Depends on the agency
and the seriousness of the crime.
I've seen it depend on the team leader. I've seen it. One team is very call out because that team leader is responsible for everything. That team leader is responsible for everything that goes on. The other team leader was very aggressive. And it also depends on, you got a guy with warrant for child porn. What's he going to do with that evidence if he's in that house for a long time? That's just a consideration, right? Dope, narcotics hate using SWAT because SWAT goes, we're not going to get somebody killed or kill somebody because you're worried about them flushing the dope that you want to arrest.
You're not going to be able to delete that image.
They can't. They hate it. No, I'm talking about like hardware.
Yeah, they can break it, but it's there, dude. It's in the cloud. It's on the device. You can even hit delete on your phone of all of it. It's still going to be in your hard drive. There's never going to be a scene where evidence in today's world, evidence should not
flush a hard drive.
No, evidence doesn't overcome.
There's a computer in the toilet.
But we're more of a surrounded call out type world now, so that's textbook.
And if you're gonna go in, it's called, it's not, what do you call it? Opposite of dynamic. Slow methodical.
Yeah.
You go in, you're just gonna go in like
passive is what.
She'd be like, how you would train me if I go, Jimmy, how do we clear this room? You're like, how the speed you would walk me through it, the same speed they go.
Right. Very, very different from like active shooter in a school. Like an active shooter in a school, you're fucking.
Like he said, a hostage, you're skipping rooms.
Yeah.
You're going to the threat.
Going to the X. Yeah.
But man, what a great.
It looked clean to me. I was just like, damn, dude, get the fuck out of the fatal funnel.
I would love. Well, no one was in the fatal funnel. They were all out. They were all outside the door. They had panned it, and they were on each side. There's nobody that's going to stand in front of a door on a first rate.
If I was going to be very critical, the only thing I saw was not only the shield, the breach. I don't understand the breach with the shield, holding a shield and a breaching tool, and they really didn't. We would shield the windows while the stack was stacked up at the door. They covered it and they said, "Hey, watch that window." And one guy you could see the guy's body cam we were watching. He's kind of muzzling the window. I would prefer, if you have enough guys, that I would put a shield on that and a guy with a rifle pointed in.
How would the guy get elevated? Just hold it like this?
That we would bring actually a step, or just get up to the window and at least cover it. I'm being very critical though.
I mean, here's another question. I mean, these are ostensibly you have a warrant, right? You know where you're going. Can you maybe get like a blueprint?
They've already done all that.
Okay, so
1000%.
So they know, like, hey,
not only do they have a blueprint, they've gone through, and every cop that's entered that home on a routine call, they've watched their body cam. So let's say 8 months ago, Patrolman Tyler went in there for domestic violence. They're watching my camera. They're as far back as they can go, so they can get an absolute.
That's some pro shit.
Yeah, that's SWAT.
You're talking Miami-Dade SWAT. Yeah. That's an elite team that is constant. There's 2 teams that are always on call. Our good buddy Frank Rigo is
went
the
down
commander.
to Columbia and fought with fucking
those
Will
guys.
Smith and.
Those guys are professionals, and there's, like I said, very nitpicky little things, but they know everybody's history in the house. They know the layout. They know what they're looking at.
And to be fair, the debrief was probably like, hey, first off, the way SWAT works is the operation is good. Everybody takes off their helmet. The unofficial AAR goes, Jimmy, what the fuck's the deal with that shield and breaching the door? I want to know if you have a reason, because if you have a reason on why you did it, we're good all day. So if you if you go, dude, to be honest with you, like, I don't really know. That's a problem.
I would want a shield up there, but the guy holding the shield shouldn't be breaching.
If you go, Sergeant Tyler, I went to fucking hand Mike the shield like we talked about, and he was all fucking off doing something else. Okay, never mind. Just try not to do it. Let's as a team, that needs to be known that we can't do both.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's that. I would have put the breach kit with the guy holding the shield, but I mean, I don't know how it works.
Oh, okay, my bad. I take it all back. I forgot. And Justin's right. Frank owns that company. That's his shield. That is actually a shield breaching tool. So I am corrected, and I appreciate you, Justin, for pointing that out. I do forget that.
Frank, let's give
Frank
the
actually.
Frank.
I forget. I don't think he's actually named the company yet, but he sells that. My apologies.
We owe you a free shout out, Frank.
Yeah,
when you get it up and running, we owe you a free shout out.
He actually sponsored our event down in Miami, where Jack and
Mike's over here fucking shitting all over you.
that's my bad. That's my bad. I'll call him and I'll call him.
Hey,
and
by
tell
the
him.
way, if you watch the episode,
Don't watch it. Be like, hey man, we pumped you up great on this episode today, man. Clip that little bit. Yes, that's right. That is actually a breaching tool shield combination. I stand corrected, and
that's interesting.
very good. Yes.
That's an interesting. I mean, very, very different than the way that we did it, which is that the number one man just points at the door. Like, your job is to look at the door. That's it. Don't do nothing else. Don't.
Yep. I stand corrected.
I mean, still, I mean, looked fucking. I mean, clean as shit too, because it was like two control pairs. Pop, 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 pop.
Those guys.
We got a new goon.
I did. I saw. Oh, can you read it?
Yeah, Eli Carter, H2V. Eli Carter, huh? We got as a new goon. Hey,
Thanks,
welcome,
brother.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party, pal.
All right. So you covered Iran on Shadowcast Live last night.
Yeah.
For a more extensive deep dive, we got to do about a 5 to 7 minute Iran.
Honestly, like, I covered it, but like, here's the basic gist of it. So 2 days ago, an Iranian Shahed drone, which is basically like a fucking Pred copy. It's like a Temu Predator.
Okay.
Headed towards the USS Abraham Lincoln, which is a carrier, which is south of Iran. They tried to get it to go away. They told them to fucking don't come near the carrier. And again, the reason why they're headed to the carrier is they don't know exactly where the carrier is. They just know the general vicinity of the carrier, because they're like, here's all these airplanes. This is where they're all coming and going to. Their carrier is probably around there somewhere. So they sent the drone out to find the carrier and take some pictures. It was warned to go away. It was told to go away. And so finally, an F-35 Lightning from VMFA 314, the Black Knights, which is the same squadron that Captain Stephen Hiller was in fighting the aliens in Independence Day, shot that fucking drone down. And then directly after that, a whole bunch of small boats went out to... I gotta forget the name of this ship, the Stena Imperative, okay, which is a U.S. tanker that is for moving chemicals. The thing about it is, though, it's in the U.S. tanker security program, and which means that it's a commercially owned vessel that the Department of Defense has contracted. So the Iranian Republican Guard Corps tried to board it, and USS McFall stopped them, and airplanes came over and were like, we'll fucking blow you out of the water if you don't get away from our boat. So they finally left. And then the next day, the Iranians couldn't make a decision about coming to the peace table, and everybody left. And then the whole fucking world was like, this is it. We're going to war with Iran in 48 hours. And it's like, no. Everybody calm the fuck down. There's no infantry guys really over there. There's no Marines over there. There's no tanks over there. We're not invading anybody.
Yeah.
If we're going to do something, we're drop some bombs or whatever. But like, that's, again, it's not going to happen. Everybody just needs to chill the fuck out. The big thing was, and this is what we talked about a lot last night, was because I had a lot of people in the chat. I had 30 people in there last night.
Nice.
And it's like, hey, do you think this is a distraction from the Epstein files? And I'm like, no, I think everything is a distraction at this point. Like the Epstein files
are a distraction for something else.
I mean, I don't even think it's a distraction from something else. I think it's all meant to keep us moving so fast. We can't keep up with one thing to the next until they hit us with something fucking massive. So that's the basic breakdown of what's going on in Iran. Don't let anybody scare you. There's going to be a lot of fear mongering out there. We're not going to war anytime soon. Colt was like, dude, what do you think the chances are of us going to war with Iran and being boots on the ground? I'm like, fucking non-existent, dude. Like, there's nobody there. What are we going to do? Like, just start, all right, guys, everybody, it's a race to see which fucking infantry division gets to fucking Iran first.
All right. So what we're going to have to do is when Clint calls, we're going to have him talk to Jimmy.
Yeah, Clint can just call Jimmy.
Yeah, call Jimmy.
Yeah,
Clint's got my number.
Clint, give Jimmy a call.
I'm gonna pee one more time.
Like my phone will work, right? All right. All right. Let's see. All right. I texted him. We got a lot of dead air right now. So
you're good, man.
We're
at the end of the show. We're near the end of the show. We need Clint.
Dude, I'm the fucking medication that I took to try and fucking knock this thing down. I can tell you that I won't be drinking tonight. That is for sure.
Oh, one thing I did see night
Clint's
shift
gone.
tonight. Okay. All right. Clint, go ahead and answer. Hey, get in character. You are a newly recruit or maybe a recruit.
All right. Hey, Sergeant Ludwig, this is James Arnett over at 1437 59th Street North.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What can I help you with?
Well, I was looking at joining the Marine Corps, but my my ASVAB, I guess it wasn't good because I only got a 70 on it, and the Marine Corps said that they didn't want to let me be in the infantry.
Yeah, they'll do that. I guess if you went to check out the Marines first, you got bullies in high school. They've been bothering you, man.
No, not really. I'm homeschooled actually.
Oh, homeschooled. Okay, I can work with that. So you're interested in the infantry?
Yes, I really want to be in the infantry.
Okay, well, before we can start talking about jobs, I need to know. So you took the ASVAB and you got a 70, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then, do you have any medical conditions?
I mean, sometimes I sneeze when I go underwater, but that's about it.
Okay, that'll keep you out of the Navy. What about law violations?
Yeah. Oh no.
Usually a call-in appointment. There's going to be at least one issue, and I'm betting Jimmy Arnett Jr. that law violations might be the holdup with your enlistment.
So I got into a fight at school, and it was on the stairwell, and I knocked
You're
it.
in trouble now because you're homeschooled.
Yes, I'm homeschooled now.
That's a domestic violence. Put you in the army if you have.
No, this was before I was homeschooled. So I was in public school. This is the reason why I'm homeschooled now.
Okay, so you did have bullies in high school, so that's why you went to the Marines first.
Well, I mean, they weren't bullies for long because I ended up getting probation for it.
And then there's the law. See how it all comes together, Jim. So are you currently on any probation, or do you owe any money?
No, I'm not on probation. That all ended when I was 16 over a year ago.
Now, a lot of times they'll tell you that things are expunged. That just means that it's going to be extra highlighted when they look at it.
Okay. Well, I mean, all I want to do is go into the army and go into the infantry and get the fuck out of Florida. I never want to come back to this place ever. There is no reason why I would ever be in Florida again.
So we got a beautiful place called Eglin Air Force Base
Mm-hmm.
in Florida, and I feel like that might be your future.
What about?
Or maybe Northcom in Tampa.
You can go Ranger.
What about Ranger Regiment? Can I go to the Ranger Regiment?
What's your feelings about injectables? Do you prefer muscular or intravenous?
I could do it if I had to. I really don't like needles though.
I had a buddy that was a Ranger. He showed up. His team leader looked at him, and the first thing he said was, "I don't like your body, but I'm going to fix that."
Okay. Well,
Tell them I have PT scores.
Oh yeah. So I do have the little sheet from MEPS here in my lap, and it's got the Army scores on it. And the one that I was told to give you is the GT score. It's 121.
Okay, 121. So if you have a 121, you should have over a 70 GT score. That would be more like a 99, 98-ish almost.
Yeah, it says 70.
Is that real?
GT
Yes.
Score tells you that's your general technical, and that basically tells you how if I was teaching you a new skill that you had never done before, that's telling us how easily you're going to pick it up.
Oh, well, I guess that means that I'm not as dumb as I look.
Right. Well, I mean, usually, like I say, 115 is the sweet spot. 121, that usually means you got a lot of questions. You like to know why we're doing this stuff instead of just doing it. But we can work with that. We can get you a waiver for having too high a GT score to get into the infantry.
Well, that's good. So my dad is he's still in the Army. He's a major, and he told me to ask about bonuses.
Okay, first of all, I need your dad's social security number. Get him a $1,500 referral bonus for sending you to me.
Is that real?
That's real. So your dad will get $1,500 when you complete basic training, and then he'll get the other $1,500 when you complete AIT.
Ooh.
And right now, I know you're saying you're interested in infantry, but we're currently offering a $40,000 signing bonus for Fueler.
I do not want to be anything but in the infantry. I was told to ask about it, but I don't want to do anything but be in the infantry. I literally have a poster of a ranger on my wall right now, surrounded by Christmas lights that I pray to every night as I read the book Black Hawk Down.
Okay. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Every platoon needs one guy that likes anime. So you're not interested in the fueler deal. You don't like when you go to pump gas. You're in Florida, so I'm assuming you got a pickup truck.
I actually don't have a vehicle. In fact, I don't even have my driver's license.
Oh, you know what? We're going to give you a military driver's license. I can print you one out right now. I got a stack of them that says you're 6 foot tall and 180 pounds.
This is all true. I did not have a driver's license when I went into the Army, and I did have a big Ranger freaking poster on my wall.
Jimmy, I believe you.
I had the one that was 82nd that said, giving the enemy the maximum opportunity to die for his country.
Mine was just a Ranger guy with a fucking saw.
The Ranger got me. It was the guy walking through the swamp.
Yes, that's the one I had.
The chest deep water.
Yes.
They just don't tell you what temperature that water is.
Yeah.
Marine recruiter's calling you.
Hey, the Marine recruiter is calling me.
Oh, don't answer that. You don't want to mess with them. Okay?
Hold on 1 second. Hello, Staff Sergeant Hoover.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Semper Fi, brother.
The Semper Fi, Staff Sergeant.
I'm looking at you. Wonder who you're talking to.
Here, I'll merge the calls.
Okay.
Oh God, can I do that? Here we go. All right. So Sergeant Ludwig, I have Staff Sergeant Hoover on the phone from the Marine Corps. He said he wanted to talk to you. He's outside my window staring at me with a knife hand.
You know what? I bet he is the Marine because he made you say Staff Sergeant. We're offering you, Jimmy. We're offering you the opportunity to be a Marine. We're offering you the opportunity to be a man. Staff Sergeant
Hoover.
I'm guessing by your voice, you were also an infantryman. Is that correct? That is incorrect. That is incorrect? Yes. Oh, so you're a mortarman. I was a fueling specialist in the United States Marine Corps. Fueling specialist. Now I like that. So in your opinion, what's your favorite octane? What's my favorite what? Octane. JP8. JP8. That's good. That's a good answer. You know, it's not waterborne if you use JP8.
Oh, God.
Join the
All right. It's man, what a fun one that was. Clint, all right, did we have the bets in the chat? We just threw up the number.
No, we didn't. We went with it. It was a different type of call today.
Yeah. I mean, so all of that was true. That I did get a 70 on my ASVAB. I did have a 120 or 121 GT score. I did have a poster of Rangers in the swamp holding a saw with Christmas lights around it. And I did read Black Hawk Down like 50 times before I joined.
I want to ask Clinton a question.
Yeah.
Hey, with a high GD score and a low ASVAB score, does that mean that Jimmy's really good at fixing shit, but he's borderline retarded?
Blocking the camera.
Oh, look at Jimmy sitting there staring at me. Clint's so smart. Big word guy.
Oh, dude, I am fighting this sinus infection, and I took some Sudafed, and
I think you're talking about Ryan.
oh yeah, I know. I'm not on my A game this morning. I'm trying to be.
He had words for days.
Yeah, he had word salad for days. I'm like, good God.
I agree with everybody else though. That's still pretty good of him to come on there though.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be the everybody's got to be the what is it, Juan Valdez on the 5.
Oh, I don't know. What I know what you're talking about. Oh,
beating the hell out of you.
Yeah. Juan Rivera? Juan Rivera. Yeah.
Well, Geraldo was on there, and
Oh,
that guy.
it's not contagious, asshole. It's just a sinus infection.
I'll let y'all go, but I'll get up with you later on.
All right, brother. Hey, it's always good talking to you, man.
All right, later, guys.
Later. So that is one of the things that you do get from getting into Patreon. You stay in the Patreon long enough, you have my fucking number, you got Tyler's number, you got fucking Mike's number.
Yeah, I still got a call.
By the way, fucking Discord tracking like a scud, man. Going
You
up.
guys having fun?
Yeah, they're in there fucking doing it. We got to get some stuff done. I still need to, talk to some people. But hey, get in the Discord, man. Get in the Discord.
All right, guys, that'll wrap up the show. Remember, Counterculture Inc. tonight, the night shift. It's its first night on Counterculture Inc. Network only. We will be streaming. We are going to try to. I'm assuming we have the capabilities of streaming a thumbnail on Anti-Hero that directs people to Counterculture Inc. That's where the night shift will be. Counterculture Inc. Network only. So make sure you go subscribe to Counterculture Inc. YouTube. But other than that, we will see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the night shift.
Appreciate it, guys.
Later, dudes.
JV team for life.